Charlotte, North Carolina, is joining us via Skype. How you guys doing?
Doing great, man. Pretty well.
Well, there's a whole bunch of you there. Why don't you give us a little round table there and let us know whose voice goes with what?
I'm Dalton, and I'm the singer.
My name's Kenny. I'm the bassist. Scott, guitar 1.
Adam, guitar 2. I'm Hunter on drums.
Now, guitar 1, guitar 2, that's mainly lead rhythm, or is that split up?
Yeah, we split. I just say number 1 because I'm the man.
Right. And who wants to be number 2?
I'll be number 2.
He plays like number 2.
Oh, come on.
So where did you guys come up with the name Prowess?
So the name Prowess came from, it means the textbook definition, something along the lines of if when you're really good at something, like you have a prowess, if you're really good at it, like one particular skill, an extreme skill or bravery in battle, I think is the textbook definition. Thank you. And we pretty much, we used that because we decided that it would be something, it would be one word, it would be simple, it would be something that when somebody says it, it'll kind of get stuck in the back of your head just because of how of an abnormal word, I guess it is almost. So, and then we added the umlauts, which was a tribute to Motorhead, because that was right when Lemmy died when we started the band. And, it kind of adds it. It gives the whole logo and the entire band name. It gives it a really good package, kind of. It's very nice.
So the band hasn't been around that long?
Oh, no, not at all.
No, we're on this side of 2 years old. We turned 2 years old officially in March. And
the song "Show Me," is that one of your first singles?
Yeah, we only have the one EP out right now, and it's only a 5-song EP. No Survivors was the song we put out first, and then we followed that up with "Show Me." And I think No Survivors was a good introduction to the band, and "Show Me," kind of really took the reins and ran and became one of our more popular live songs.
And how do you go through the process of writing?
Normally, I don't know.
Yeah, man, pretty much we just come in our room and start jamming and put stuff together, and that's usually just how it goes, man. It's one idea turns into 10 and eventually turns into a song.
Now, you said you have an EP out. Is there plans for something bigger down the road? You guys looking to put an album out?
At this point, we're about to go on our next tour, which will be here starting on the 23rd. I think we'll be leaving out to go on that one, and we have some plans right now. We've already written a bunch of new music. We've got all of our stuff written out for the next album, let it be a full album or whatever road we decide to take with it. But at this point, we're going to go through this tour, and then at the end, we're going to start to get in the studio and start working on something to have something out soon with the new guys, because it seems like, it's... since we had all the problems on the summer tour with losing guys and, people getting hurt and everything that happened, these new guys, instead of having to play somebody else's songs, we got to get out songs that have them on it so they got something they can really stand behind and make it a full band product, so we're going to definitely start working on recording something new.
And this is an extensive tour.
Yeah, that's right. A lot of these are places we've been before. Of course, we've been to Michigan several times. This will be our first trip to Detroit, but we played it all over the Flint area and got a pretty good following there. And then on the big tour that we did 2 months at the end of last year, the one Dalton was referencing earlier, and we hit a lot of spots in the Midwest, and we've always done well in Florida. We've done well traditionally in West Virginia and Pennsylvania, so we're kind of hitting all of our low-hanging fruits on this run. It seems like it's kind of spread out, but in reality, we're hitting a lot of comfort zones, and we're doing that twofold. For one, to break in these new members and get them get some experience on the stage and getting out there, and for two, just to get them in front of our friends out there, so they can see, that what we're all about and that we've upgraded this thing.
Now, I was looking at your influences, and you got AC/DC, Thin Lizzy. Are you guys would consider yourself more a touring band than a studio band, just by what you're saying? You guys been on tour a lot since you've only been together for a couple of years.
Oh, well, absolutely, because touring's been probably the easiest thing, and it's the thing that all of us collectively do enjoy more than being necessarily a studio band, because in the vein of all great rock bands, let it be from the 70s or the 80s or, you know, the 60s, all the best bands were always the live bands, and it was the band that you had to go see in concert to get the full experience of, which me personally, as far as all of my favorite influences, were always bands like that. And, you know, myself personally, just like everybody else, I like, you know, we're a touring band because we like to modify things in the show, we like to add things and take things away, you know, on a night-to-night basis almost, you know, and it's never the same show twice. You know, there might be a couple little parts that, you know, might be the same as far as this song into this song or things like that, but we always change it up live because we're definitely a live band, there's no doubt about it.
We also write on the road. We do a lot of writing while we're out here.
Yeah, and that's true, too. We do most of our writing for, you know, the albums and stuff that we do is written on tour, you know, because we ride around a really nice RV. We ride around rather comfortably to be a band as old as we are, and we'll spend a lot of days, let it be at like, I don't know, 10 o'clock in the morning, one of us has got an acoustic guitar picking out an ID, and everybody else is waking up hearing it, and then that makes, you know, a lot of how our new material has been written on the road, which makes it really genuine, but then, you know, it also adds that experience to it because you wrote it on tour.
Yeah, you know, a lot of my listeners don't have don't even understand what it takes to go on tour and be a smaller act that has to fund your tour by yourself and just put all your effort into this. And, you know, we all have to have jobs and stuff too. Like, go through a little bit of what it is to be on tour for Prowess.
What it's like to be on tour for Prowess. I know. I got to think about that for a second. I've had a lot of experience on the road. It's a lot of fun from what I've done. I've played with a lot of older punk rock bands, independents, the Queers and stuff like that. Hit a lot of the country, and being on the road has really grown into a part of my life and who I am. And it's seems like this is a whole band of kind of like a band of brothers that just kind of road warriors, pretty much. Like, everybody seems to really be just a part of it. Like, grease, oil, and asphalt runs through our bands, I guess.
So who's the one that keeps everybody else up?
He's the one that keeps everybody else.
It depends on what day of the week it is, really. Because I'm usually on tour. I'm the Monday to Wednesday guy. I'm the positive guy between Monday and Wednesday, and then by Wednesday, I'm not the happy guy anymore, and then Scott usually takes over as being the positive. Come on, you guys, we got this, let's do this. And then by the weekend, everybody's so high-strung because the weekend shows are 9 times out of 10 always the best shows. You know, it's like it starts off slow through the beginning of the week, depending on where you are, and then once you get to the end of the week, you know, everybody's coming out, you know, so then everybody gets really excited. So it's like the beginning of the week is kind of, you know, you kind of got to push through it, but then by the end of the week, every week, everybody's positive and ready to go.
It is a hard thing to do to tour in this day and age, you know, with gas prices and with, you know, the turnout being not what it is, you know, what it used to be in live shows. And a lot of people are shocked that there's a band like us, you know, that's unsigned. It's a do-it-yourself band that's getting out there and hitting all these new markets. And you know, really, we're doing it off of our live show. We're so young, we don't have enough. You know, we don't have enough solid videos or solid tracks out there, you know, to have notoriety in these places unless we get in there and get some face time. And we've been able to do that and been very fortunate and built up quite a following in a lot of places. And that's how we're able to maintain it. You know, we're a damn good live band, and we make fans in every room we get into, and we make sure the next time we come back around, you know, that some people are there to see us.
And it is harder today to tour as a band than it was back in the day because less people go out to see a rock show. And when I heard your guys' stuff, I was like, man, that's a good rock band. And we don't have many of those. And that's why, you know, I do my show the way I do it is to promote bands like you guys because we need good rock bands out there. And I'm just thrilled that you guys are out there doing your business and you're coming through here so I can actually see a good rock show.
Right on, man. Yeah, we're looking forward to it.
So, being on the road, you guys have like a van, a couple vans, a small bus. What do you bring on tour with you?
An RV and a trailer.
An RV.
Yeah, we do the full back line every time, man. And you know, some of the places we play aren't the biggest places, you know, and that's by design. You know, we're not a band that's filling up 5,000 seat rooms just yet. You know, we're playing to our strengths, and so we're playing a lot of smaller, quote unquote, shithole bars, which we love. You know, that's kind of our speed right there. And but we bring the full back line every time. You know, we got the Marshall stacks, and we bring the light rack, and you know, all the gear, and we just about, I say about 3 times a week, we get into a room with a sound man that's scared of everything we got, but we know how to work it by now. We want that spectacle. We want people to come into a room that they've been in 1,000 times, you know, their regular bar, and they're used to seeing bands set up in there and used to seeing, you know, the standard band get up there and throw down a couple of covers, you know, and we want to bring them an arena rock show to a little bar like that and really rock their world, you know. And so you can't haul that stuff around the country in a pickup truck, you know. We tried that before in bands past and ruined transmissions and just ran out of steam and blew engines and everything. So we got us an RV, and you know, the RV is really party central, man. That's kind of, you know, everywhere we go. This RV is notorious for getting folks up in there and having them jump around and have a good time, all in good fun. I mean, you know, we're not up here doing anything too super crazy, you know, but we do invite people up here to hang out with us and to enjoy the moment with us. I really think that's our calling card, is that, you know, we're a band you can hang out with and have fun with, you know, aside from doing something respectable up on the stage.
And it keeps it a little cheaper on the road, having your own place to stay, and it's mobile, right?
No, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes we get a hotel room, you know. It just depends on how funky we get up in here, you know. Obviously, you got to get showers and you got to get laundry, you know. So it'll either be a truck stop every once in a while, you know, or we'll get a room, you know, just on an off night so we can stretch our legs. And a lot of times, you know, just to be quite honest with you, there's still a lot of folks out there that we love that help us out, that take care of us in that regard. They'll make sure we have hotel rooms, and they'll make sure that we have, you know, a warm meal. Yeah, I mean, you know, we've been very fortunate in that regard.
Well, guys, we have about a minute left. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your goals for 2018, and then give us some of your social media, your websites, any of that stuff, so my listeners can check you out.
Well, we'll probably, as far as 2018 is concerned, we're obviously going to start working on our next album, which will be the first. We'll probably also end up doing another summer tour over the summer of 2018, which will probably be our best option, we're thinking right now at this point. And, you know, we're probably just going to play some bigger and larger places, play some bigger crowds, write some better songs, and, you know, just keep on evolving like a band's supposed to do. And tell them, Kenny, where can they come find us if they want to give us a listen?
You can look us up, Prowess, on Facebook. Prowess.rocks is a website. Find all of our tour information, T-shirts, music, everything. We're on Instagram, Twitter. You can get our music like CD Baby and YouTube. You can find our videos on YouTube and everything.
Yeah, we also, you can find us if you want to buy the music. Obviously, we've got it on iTunes, and we're on Pandora, and we're on Spotify. And you can also find Prowess catalog at any jukebox in the bar you walk into. We're on both the AMI jukeboxes and the Touch Tunes jukeboxes, you know. So there's really a lot of places you can find the band out there.
Guys, thank you so much for coming on the show. I wish you tremendous success on this tour and in your future endeavors. We'll see you at your show when you come into town. Thank you again, and we'll talk to you soon, all right?
Right on, man. Thanks, John. We appreciate it.
Now, don't get your panties all worked up.
The Y'all the Best, will be right back.
And you'll love it. CRRM, CarePoint Billing Services. Their billers and managers are all dedicated to working for you to increase your profits. For more information, call CRRM at 248-579-3805. CRRM, CarePoint Billing Services. Check out the new book from Derek Shelmerdine,
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
It tells the story of rock and roll from its roots right up until the mid-'70s punk.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.
Not just the music, but also the events that shaped the music.
Rock and Roll Unraveled.